So the Hawk Tuah girl is dragging her meme so hard that she's making her own podcast for some reason. I don't even know why.
You gotta give him that Hawk
Tuah, I get it. It's not funny anymore. The meme's over. It's done. And honestly, I'm surprised because I thought she was gonna just start like a explicit, spicy page online and sell her feet pics to older men for $100 each. But she just came out with like a cringy trailer like announcing her podcast. So let's take a look at it right now.
Y'all really thought I was done? I'm just getting started, baby.
I wonder how long this podcast is gonna last until it inevitably falls off. I'm not even trying to tear it down. It's just, I already know it's gonna fall off.
I'm Hailey Welch. A little while ago, my life took a complete left turn and it changed forever.
My life took a complete left turn when I was drunk in the streets and said Hawk Tuah spit on that thing, and then I became a viral meme sensation for 1 week, and now I'm dragging it and making a podcast. But my life took a change for the better.
And along the way, I've realized that everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Well, now it's my time to talk.
You realize everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and now it's your time to talk. Ooh, strong, independent woman moment. Did you say that because people think that you're not entitled to say what you want because you said Hawk Tuah and you fell off? Is that why you're saying that in this announcement trailer?
Check out my podcast every week, Talk Tuah.
Oh, I get it, because instead of Hawk Tuah, it's Talk Tuah. That's hilarious. That's genius. Gen Z is just gonna eat that up. You're gonna make a lot of money off of that, Mrs. Hailey Welch.
Where I'm sitting down with the coolest guests and having actual conversations with them.
What else are you gonna do with them besides have conversation? Like I'm about to crash out, man. This is so stupid. I'm not trying to be a hater, but this is the worst announcement trailer of all time. I'm sorry. Look at that outro with the Talk Tuah and the background music. Like, that makes me want to just get up and start hitting my dance. Like, dude, that's tough, man. Are you kidding me? And earlier today, she actually posted like a sneak preview to her podcast. So like, let's take a look at that. That's probably good, right?
Wine kind of makes you want to hump the couch a little bit.
You, speak for yourself.
Wow, that's really good content. Wine makes you want to hump the couch a little bit. Wow, that makes me really inclined to want to watch your podcast. So I'm just confused on who your target audience actually is, because your audience right now is a bunch of 40-year-old men who think Hawk Tuah is funny and fetishize it. So are you trying to branch out into like a female audience right now with saying that statement? I'm confused.
It's crazy how I said 2 words and now I'm hearing it.
It's pretty wild.
Like, just off the bat, off this preview, I just got, she wants to hump wine and she's talking about the Hawk Tuah meme. Is that like the only things they're gonna be talking about? Just like what average women talk? You know, this actually might work, man. Honestly, women might actually watch this. I know I wouldn't watch this, but like, I guess she's relatable, wanting to hump a couch and talking about her viral sensation meme. I don't know.
Put like an emphasis on it, like, tuh, like really give it.
And you see that girl that was at the end of the clip that said Tuah? Yeah, that's her like evil villain sidekick. Well, not evil villain, but that's her like actual sidekick. She was in the original Hawk Tuah video, and she's literally been everywhere, just standing there pretty much off to the side in every video you see of this Hailey Welch girl. So, respect points to Hailey Welch for bringing her friend with her while she was famous. That's respect.
I would be worried about your psychological state if you were like, yes, like here, I knew that would work.
And I don't know exactly who the woman in the glasses is. I'm guessing that's like her like mediator. That's the one that's going to keep things like rolling with the questions and stuff on the podcast. And I don't really like her, to be honest. I don't know what it is about her. I just don't like her. But what I'm wondering is like, why would someone choose her podcast over somebody else's podcast that's obviously better than her and not going to talk about the Hawk Tuah meme for 30 minutes straight? Like, I haven't seen any actual personality content from her that would like garnish her a real like core cult fan base to make them want to watch her podcast. So that's why I'm confused. Like, why would anybody watch her podcast if she has like no legitimate fans that are her core fan base? Like, her rise to fame was saying Hawk Tuah spin on it. That's it. Like, that doesn't garnish an actual fan base. That just gets you popping for a little bit. And now she's starting a podcast off of a meme. What does she know about podcast? Probably absolutely nothing. What I'm trying to say here is there's nothing that actually sets her apart from anybody else that's doing a podcast besides the fact that she said Hawk Tuah spit on it. That's it. When you try to build a career off of one viral moment, like one meme, like a catchphrase or something, it is very hard to maintain that longevity in your career. And I'm not even trying to be a hater. Like, you see this time and time again in the past. For example, the D's Nuts guy. He blew up the same exact way that this Hawk Tuah meme is blowing up right now. And he's homeless right now. He's literally roaming the streets, I'm pretty sure. And internet memes literally have a shelf life of like 1 week anyway, 2 if you're lucky. But yeah, this is being dragged out way too much. The one example that I know personally that is making a career off of their one meme is a guy named Vexbolts. He literally made the Let Him Cook meme.
Yo, chat, you wanna know what's crazy? As I stand in this line, nobody in this line knows that I made Let Him Cook. Yeah, no, Let Him Cook. Like, deadass, bro, I thought people would be like surrounding me or something. I guess that's what happens when no one knows that you made it.
And I might be a little biased because he's one of my really good friends and I've made multiple videos with this guy. Like, why does the Hawk Tuah girl get a podcast, but he doesn't get a podcast? It doesn't make sense.
So the Hawk Tuah girl gets to be famous and move to LA because of a single meme, but I said let him cook and somehow I'm dragging it? Okay.
But Vexbolts didn't try to make his whole career off of the one let him cook meme. He didn't base his whole personality around the let him cook meme. He branched out and made TikToks of his personality. So he took advantage of that viral moment and showed his personality in his TikToks.
Y'all really thought I was done? I'm just getting started, baby.
And he's doing really good right now. Like, he's actually killing it on TikTok. He's getting a lot of views. Like, bro is far from falling off. I honestly think that the Hawk Tuah girl is an industry plant, but this time it's not gonna work because she's probably gonna be really bad at doing podcasts. She's kind of like the Chinese knockoff version of Bobby Altoff, who is also very obviously an industry plant podcaster.
How old is your kid?
My son 5.
But the only reason why Bobby is actually successful is because she started off doing the podcast with famous people and also putting her own twist on the podcast where she's like a annoyed woman in the podcast and very monotone. The Hawk Tuah girl blew up for literally saying Hawk Tuah and nothing else attached to it. So you see what I'm saying here? And another example of this being the case where someone falls off after their viral moment is the Chick-fil-A girl.
Are you the Chick-fil-A girl?
I don't know who the freak you think you are to just come up to me like that.
I remember they tried to drag that on like crazy. Like, if you guys have Snapchat and, like, you know, the Snapchat stories, like, you would see the Chick-fil-A girl stories like every other day, and it would just be like brain rot TikToks on Snapchat of the Chick-fil-A girl. But eventually and inevitably it fell off because people just didn't really care for her after the Chick-fil-A meme. It was funny for 1 week, and now she's actually doing good and going to college. I saw her TikTok actually on my For You page. I know I do sound like a hater in this video, but I actually respect her for trying to branch out and, like, trying to further her career by starting a podcast. Like, that's actually a good idea. You know, if it takes off, it takes off. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. And she fails miserably and she falls into oblivion. But at the end of the day, it's going to be hard to maintain this already sinking ship. Like, people already are sick of the Hawk Tuah meme and don't really care about it at the end of the day. But I'm kind of excited for her first podcast to see what she has in store, which probably won't be a lot, but we'll see. So good luck, Hawk Tuah girl, aka Hailey Welch. I hope you flourish in the podcast world, you industry plant. And I really hope that she finds her target audience because right now, like I said, it's a bunch of 40-year-old men that fetishize her, okay? So I don't think 40-year-old men are gonna watch her for that long. They're probably just gonna, like, you know, blank off and then, you know, leave the screen, and then she's gonna get no viewership on the thing. So she's gonna have to get that female audience somehow, and I'm really praying that she does because there's a lot of weirdos out there and I know exactly what they're doing. But that's about it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Actually, don't subscribe because I'm trash. But thank you guys for actually watching my new channel. I really appreciate it, and go watch Star Wars Episode 3 right now. Thank you. Goodbye.